Did you know that around 3000 years ago, during the Vedic period, there were no kings or kingdoms? Yes, that is true. There were only tribal groups and tribal chiefs. You must be thinking, how did the kings and kingdoms come up? This happened with the discovery of iron. Iron tools started being used to clear the dense forest in the north of the Ganga, which ensured large fertile areas which yielded rich crops. With this, the tribal groups became more prosperous and powerful and rapidly expanded their territories, which resulted in huge tribal kingdoms. Some of these were a state ruled by an elected ruler or rulers, which became a republic, while in the others, the tribal chiefs or the Rajans acquired more power in their hands, and the assemblies, Sabha and Samiti, where people used to come together to discuss an issue, were dissolved. These were a state ruled by a single hereditary ruler and became a monarchy. These tribal kingdoms that grew in size were called Janapadas. Janapadas doesn't seem like a familiar word, right? Where did it come from?
Now the Vedic people spoke in Sanskrit language. So Janapada is also a combination of two different Sanskrit words, Jana and Pada. So Jana means people and Pada means foot. So together Janapada means a place where people have set their feet. So how did these Janapadas grow into greater kingdoms? With the change in irrigation and agriculture techniques, they began to flourish better. Some of the tribal chiefs were great warriors too and were very clever. So they used these powers that they had to expand their territories to further regions. Some of the tribal chiefs who were known as Rajas started making different types of sacrifices. Now one type of sacrifice
Was the Ashwamedha Yajna,
where a horse is set to wander freely wherever it feels like. Now the process becomes more interesting when this horse gets into the territory of the enemy. Now whatever distance the horse covers will fall into the territory of the king
who had set the horse free.
But if the enemy stops the horse, the kings will have to fight
A battle.
with each other, and whoever wins, the territory will go to him. Now at the end, what happens to mark the end of the ritual? The horse is sacrificed. It is believed that the horse is sacrificed in order to please the god. Now in this way, the Janapadas grow into different areas beyond their original place. Now these
Became
Mahajanapadas or the greater kingdoms. Now 2000 years later, after the decline of the Indus Valley civilization, cities started to grow again. Now what were the major Mahajanapadas? There were 16 major Mahajanapadas like Kamboja, Gandhara, Kuru, Panchala, Kosala, Shurasena, Malla, Friji, Magadha, Anga, Kashi, Chedi, Vatsa, Matsya, Avanti and Asmaka. Now can you look at this and tell me which Mahajanapada lied in the southern portion? Yes, it is evidently Asmaka. Now can you tell me how many Mahajanapadas were there? 6, 16 or 8? Yes, 16. You all must have heard the story of Mahabharata. Can you tell me which kingdoms did the Pandavas and Draupadi belonged to? Princess Draupadi belonged to the Mahajanapada of Panchala and the Pandavas belonged to the Mahajanapada of Kuru. Now all these Mahajanapadas were
kingdoms
and were
ruled by rulers.
But there was one Mahajanapada which was not ruled by any ruler. Can you name it? It was Vriji or Vajji. So now Vrijji or Vajji was a republic just like India is now. Now in India today many different states come together to form a central government. Similarly during that time many different tribes came and ruled the Republic of Vajji. Now I am sure it must be fascinating for you to know that the kings and the kingdoms that
We studied today were not actually there from eternity.
the tribes and the tribal rajas started gaining more power with the advent of iron tools and agriculture, and they started to expand their territories to different regions, and these different
Regions.
came under and formed Janapadas, and these Janapadas again grew to larger areas and formed Mahajanapadas. Came under and formed Janapadas, and these Janapadas again grew to larger areas and formed Mahajanapadas.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. You can also register for free at deltastep.com or download the DeltaStep app and get access to all our 5000 plus amazing videos as per your school syllabus. Master each topic with our adaptive practice technology, get million plus questions with step-by-step solutions and unlimited mock tests. Get all your doubts resolved instantly. Learn via games and win amazing prizes like PlayStations and iPads. So at DeltaStep, learning is not just fun and easy, it is rewarding too. So register for free now.